Do 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 do. Hello, everybody! Oh my goodness! Hello, 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 hello! Ghostly! Oh my goodness, we got a stacked crowd here. Hey, Nell, welcome in. Oh my god, we've got to extend break automatically. Good lord. Hello, everybody. It has been a while. How's everybody out there doing? Ghostly, you're looking for options. Do I say fuck rehearsal tonight because I want to say fuck rehearsal? I feel extremely guilty about it. I'm gonna tell you right now that the director in me is abhorred that you would ever, unless you were dying, skip rehearsal. But I also understand and have oftentimes, particularly when I was in high school, fucked off and ditched rehearsal. So I'm of two minds of the matter, but I do understand the desire. Let's see. Hello, Little Miss Princess Baby Sweetie Cutie Pie, and hello, Wiley. Well, unfortunately, yeah. So that is the. I don't know if Nell knows this. So yes. So announcement for anyone who was not on the Discord. Princess passed away a week and a half ago. About a week and a half ago. So that is why stream has not been happening. But Princess is here with us watching from the moon. But yes, we all love Princess. So now it's just me and the old man. Oh no, you're good now. I figured I know not everyone sees that in the Discord, so and he's shouting at me. Let's see here. I would love to see that skeleton with the cool cap. What are you doing, bud? Yeah, he's yelling now. He's being a shmoo. That is Aang. Aang, but we usually call him Shmoo or Shmang. But he's the old man. So, he's. What are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. he's over there being fussy. Orange Boy is also an adequate name for him. Moon Runes, thank you. I missed you all too. I know it was rough. It was rough not being able to having so many stream stoppages and then not being able to stream for a week and a half. But I demanded that stream was going to happen today. Although unfortunately I will not be working on screenwriting today. I will be on a laptop co-working with the rest of you because I have corporate overlords to appease. But I didn't want to cancel stream. So you'll see me tippity-tappeting on a laptop. And hopefully on the last sprint I can actually screenwrite. We'll see. It's only, it's a brush up before this weekend, but also health issues and work being A-class shitty. Aw, man, I'm sorry work is bumming you out, Ghostly. That sucks. And health issues, too. I feel like it's all been around. Is this break extension happening after the first sprint? We can do it now. We can have it. We can have it up front. We can have... Oh, you sent that as an inside joke. That is Nell's thing. I wasn't sure if you actually wanted it to be an extended break, because Nell does love doing that. But yes, please take it easy. If you're dealing with both health issues and work, I'd say that's a pretty good reason to take the night off. Are you doing shows, Ghostly? Are you running right now? Or are you still in have you opened essentially? Oh no, drumroll diet. No, Ghostly. Oh no. That's a bummer, Ghostly. That's no fun. Well, hang tight, but yes, that's not good. That's a big time drag. I have had to watch out for that because that runs in my family. Very heavily runs in my family. So far, I've dodged the bullet, but I am sorry, and I'm fingers crossed that it is not actually diabetes, or if it is, that you're able to kind of pull back from it, because I know sometimes you can manage it, unless it's like the childhood diabetes, the one that just really sucks. You have this week and next week. Oh man, jeez. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, opening was last weekend. Okay. Well, I mean, you're in the middle. I mean, I get it. I vote fuck rehearsal and take the cryptids. Just like, fuck it. Yeah, just take the night off. If you're rolling with a lot, Ghostly. If you're trying to find out whether or not you have a chronic illness on top of all the work and all that, I'd say take it off. I'd say take the night off. Yeah. There's no shame in that. No shame at all. Where did the child go? He might be looking at the sun. Opening was last weekend. Okay, cool. Okay, yes, she has. I worked on a little bit of revisions today. Oh, nice. About 3 hours. I'm just going to chill this stream. Moon Runes is just like pops into chat. It's just like, I've written an entire novel, so I'm just gonna take a break real quick, and we're all just like, goddamn Moon Runes. Goddamn, why? You are definitely the most prolific. You are the most prolific person I think I have ever seen. It's incredible. The way that you it's really incredible. No joke. Put your feet up. Exactly, Nell. Exactly. Relax, put your feet up. But everyone has a lot. We have 3 teachers in our cast. Oh, wow, interesting. What gives me the right? Oh, look, Ghostly, health issues are legit a thing. That's not easy stuff. And I've been dealing with the same thing too. Pretty much since the beginning of the year, I've been bouncing around doctors for a while because I finally just got back on healthcare, and it's a lot. That stuff takes a toll on you. Even if you're not sick, even if just doing it and having to go do all the tests and go see doctors and constantly back and forth, it's a lot. It's a lot. Don't let anyone tell you it's not. It's fine. Do you see the issue? Yeah, exactly. I was like, chronic illness, in fact, gives you the right. I would agree. Chronic illness does, in fact, give you the right. That shit is not a joke. Also, you don't have... yeah, exactly. That's a big thing. Yeah, you don't have to earn a rest. Do not internalize the capitalist superstructure that we have where your value is defined by productivity. That is a lie. That is a lie that we were forced to internalize to be good little worker bees. I'm beginning to suspect Moon Runes is Brando Sando. That's... Dude, 100%. I bet you, Moon Runes has, her own YouTube channel. And, it's just what did Brandon Sanderson do where he just, it was, during COVID, and he was I wrote a book. And then he's actually, I wrote 5 books. And just, put them on there. Everyone's like, geez. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just Moon Runes here's my next 4,000 word novel, and I've actually written 4 of them. Yeah, 100%. Ghostly, something made you have the last episode we discussed that didn't happen for... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do not push yourself to the point where you are having episodes. Not good, Ghostly. Not good. Something funny that happened when I caught a flight from Chicago to Columbus was that guy sat on the aisle opposite, was reading a Brandon Sanderson book, and I genuinely asked, which Brandon Sanderson book is that? Or Brandon... Oh, and he didn't realize you meant Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, I assumed. That's the only one I'm aware of. I came to that party late. I just had enough people recommend Way of Kings, so I finally sat down. I'm halfway through that book. I'm going to be halfway through Way of Kings for 2 years, given how many things I have to read. That book is huge. The book is... but it's so big. Thank you. Of course, Scripted, yeah. Oh, incredible. I think we only call him Brandy Sandy. I love that. I love that, Cryptid. Brandy Sandy. Very, very... I actually... You know what's funny? Is I found out about Brandon Sanderson because he's a Dark Souls nerd. And so I think I just happened to see him because it was like author plays, Elden Ring and Dark Souls and Bloodborne. I was like, oh, who's this guy? And then I realized he wrote a book that had been getting recommended to me a bunch. So, although I've heard the Mistborn, he does some interesting things subverting the like the hero's journey and the monomythic model kind of thing in the Mistborn books, I guess. Which sounds really interesting. I had someone it kind of got ruined for me, but kind of what he does with it makes me compelled to read it because it sounds kind of interesting. It's fine. It'll be over in a few weeks and it'll be okay. I'm gonna cram my words for the next 40 minutes. Then I'm gonna go get dinner at the bar I like. Then I'm gonna go to the theater and I will not die because I can. That's true, Ghostly. You are a titan of words. But you're gonna go get dinner at the bar you like? I'm assuming it's like a. I'm assuming it's like a. I'm assuming it's like a bar. I mean, now that I think about it, there are a lot of bars that have really good food. Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say like either a gastropub or. Yeah, I mean even it depends. Like dive bars generally don't unless it's like a holiday, but like a But there are a lot of bars that have it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pub, technically. I mean, it's... For most bars, at least in LA, most bars serve food unless they're like a dive bar. There are like dive bars where it's like you go here to drink and that's what you do there. And even then sometimes they'll have snacks and stuff. But even even my writer's dive bar, they have chicken wings. Actually, they have some of the best chicken wings in town. Cryptid salutes. You guys forget where Ghostly is? I imagine that is one of, 2 restaurants in town? Yeah, I know you're all out in the middle of nowhere. It's mainly a bar, but it's right next door to the theater. Okay, very cool. The girls know me and give me free drinks. It's my favorite. Oh, hell yeah. That's great. Nothing beats free drinks. Yeah. I will always go to bars where I wind up getting free drinks. Yes. Painfully writer's dive bar. I might not be the case anymore, but there's a bar in LA that's a bit of a dive bar, kind of like a famous dive bar, but it is where all the like screenwriters that I knew for. I don't know how many writers hang out there anymore, but when I first moved to LA, that was the writers bar. That is where all the writers went. A lot of things kind of shifted and changed around COVID. A lot of like the bar staff who had been there that everybody, like a lot of us knew, they had all left or left LA, but there was a significant amount of writers that would hang out at that bar. I got to see a lot of the cast of that 70s show go prowling for young folks in that bar a lot. But it's a good bar. It's one of my favorite bars in LA. But it's where a lot of the writers hang out. I should show you the pie I had last week. Oh yes, Nell. Absolutely spam the Discord with pies. Yes. Yeah, it should be soups and pies. That entire channel is going to be run by Nell. Nell just being like bam 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 of like delicious decadent food. Yes, get your favorite meal, Ghostly. Absolutely. The tiny town that I grew up had all of 2 across the street from another. You had American pub food or Chinese food. That was it. That's cool. Up in Wyoming, it was so hard to get anything that wasn't just burger and fries or a bar, because it was like you'd be in a town of 60 people and there was 3 bars and only one of them had food. The other 2 were just bars. That's kind of the old mountain town vibe. It's slowly changed. I remember the town freaked out when they got pizza. When a pizza joint opened, the town lost its mind. There's your did Shmoo go? Well, I'll pet Shmoo. He's got a little setup next to me now. I've got bedding here so he can come up and hang next to me because he gets very angry now. You know, because he's not a lap cat. He's not Princess was a lap cat. She would come and hang out up here. He's not into that. So he just needs to be close to you, or he gets really mad. Let's see. Popped pine soup. All right, I will take a look at that now. Pet the Shmoo. Aang, thank you. Thank you for keeping up with this Muppet. Yeah, he does. I keep up with him. He harasses me constantly. He's definitely the one in charge. I do miss having access to good sushi. That is rough. The only problem is with sushi is it's extraordinarily expensive out here. It like I like having access to sushi, but I can never go get it because it's expensive. And even if I go to the Japanese market and just buy it from the supermarket to like make it home, just to get some fish and like try to like make some rice and throw it on there. Yeah, I'm in California, but it's expensive. It's like it's insane. It is one of the best sushi places in the whole town. Is one of the cheapest sushi places, at least one of like the relatively cheapest compared to like super fancy fritzy stuff. But like it's like it's everything in California has always been expensive, but it has changed. It has changed in the past, like it has changed dramatically in the past maybe I'd say year and a half, 2 years. I mean, it's not just the inflation thing. It's just pretty much post-COVID, it's bad. It's like I used to be able to go to a relatively fancy sushi restaurant and get away with like $40, $60 and get like a decent amount of sushi. It's in the hundreds now. It's prohibitively expensive. I get it. Carmilla's cats are the same. Albert doesn't want pets at all, but he wants to be nearby. Yeah, that's so he sleeps on the window and watches me work. Yeah, Shmoo usually watches me quite a bit, but you know that's how it works. Even the earthquakes are expensive. Isn't air expensive in California? Yes, Ghostly. It actually is. Because because the cheaper apartments are all right next to the freeway lines. So essentially, if you want cheap rent, you're living right next to probably the dirtiest air in LA. So you're actually not wrong, Ghostly. That's not even hyperbole. That's actually true. Yeah, everything you can actually see the rents jump up about maybe like 200 yards away from the freeway, or because there's the freeway bump. Pop over to Reno and you can get all you can eat sushi for $25 during lunchtime and dessert drink included. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about Reno, or just Vegas in general, Moon Runes, is the fact that like drinks are just like you can get drinks cheap. It's always with a meal. You just nope, here's your drink. It's one of the few things I generally hate Vegas, and I'm not a big Nevada person. Although I haven't spent a ton of time in Reno, so I can't actually say, I can't actually be a grump about Reno. But Vegas is one of the one of the things that I enjoy the most is getting free drinks in Vegas. That is, at least if you're poor and you're not prone to gambling, there is a way that you can make Vegas work for you. If you're stuck in Vegas for whatever, there was a period where I had to go do work in Vegas constantly. Can I share the oh wait, the skeleton. Wait, what skeleton? What skeleton? What? Oh, you're sorry. Oh God, you're talking about from my little like lookbook thing here. Oh, sorry about. I was not sure. With the backward cap, my hip skeleton. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out which picture it is, but I'll put it on the server. What is happening? Hold on. Let me figure this out. All right. Let's see. I've only ever been to Vegas on a flight layover. Okay, and it was an 8-hour drive from Reno, so I never did. Oh, okay, yeah, so I never did the drive. Yeah, yeah. I hate Vegas. It looks cool as fuck. Okay, yeah, I'll drop it in there. I just have it. I have it for. I had a funny scene that involved one of the characters dressing up a skeleton like that, and I just thought it was funny. Um, uh, Osei Moon Runes. There was only briefly driving through to hike in the Midwest. Oh yeah, yep. You know, making a movie. Wow, Ghost. Are you making a movie, Ghostly? Are you going out and making a movie? Ugh. If you're making a movie, I am so proud of you. And yes, it is hard. It is the hardest thing you'll ever do. What, buddy? What are you looking at? He's been in an extra. He's been extra today. He's been in a mood. What are you doing? What's going on? Let's see. I ain't working anymore because that was a lot. Oh yeah, it is a lot. Working the camera has proved to be the worst of it for. That's the camera. I mean, the camera is that I've done. That was my job for a long time. I was a camera operator for years. I mean, I still am technically occasionally. But yes, it can be a lot. Operating camera and trying to like make pictures pretty can be a very hard job. It is not easy. I made one for uni once, and getting everyone all together was like herding cats. Yeah, that's the other hard part too, is getting everybody on the same page and getting everybody to kind of do their whole thing. Ghostly has all her beats laid out. She just can't technology. I mean, is it because the camera's older than I am? It's a new camera? I mean, what kind of camera is it, Ghostly? Just let me know. Tell me what kind of camera it is. I might... Because cameras are not easy. Ghostly, you have there are no actors. You're making your own movie. That's smart. That's what I used to do. When I was a kid, I didn't have any I didn't have like friends to go make movies with really, so I did stop motion movies with Legos. Or I would just film like weird stuff and try and cut it together into a various thing. It's a smart way to go about it. Yeah, Skinamarink, we all always see our feet on the floor. That's cool. Hell yeah, Ghostly, that's badass. I think you should keep up with it. It's hard. It is hard. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not, but it is. It is hard. Yeah. Let me see. Where are we at? Yeah. Let me see. I have, yeah. So it is a lot like Skinamarink then. It's a Chinese camera bought off of Amazon. Okay, okay. Oh, Moon Runes, you said... Well, yeah, because you were doing animation, right, Moon Runes? That's, yeah, so it makes sense. Yeah, because if I could draw, I would have gone into animation 100%. I just didn't go into animation specifically because I could not draw. Because I did. I started out exclusively doing stop motion. Don't give up, take breaks. Exactly. It's a Chinese camera bought off of Amazon. Oh, okay. I might not know anything about it then, but I mean, usually the basic principles of cameras are the same, but sometimes like menu systems can be a nightmare if you're trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. Like some camera menu systems are so convoluted and dense that it just takes forever to learn. That's real. That's like even professionally that happens from time to time. But yeah, I have a lot of respect for filmmakers because you need a ton of patience and then some. Yeah, it's patience, it's money. You're not going to get paid a lot for the amount of work you do. It is a thing. You do it because you love it. And if you're lucky, you can make a career out of it. If you're extremely lucky. But the only reason people do it is because there is truly, when you're on a film set and you're all working together and you're kind of like a little family for a little while, and there's not much like it. There really isn't anything in the world like being on set and making a movie. It is profound. Profound in many ways. All right. Do. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. We are running ads. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I have nighttime shots, and it is not having it. Gotcha. I've done 3. One where I was on camera, one where I was an actor, and one where I was producer, artist, voiceover, and scriptwriter. And one, yeah, that it always evolves into that. Right now, it always evolves into where you're just everybody. It is comparable to. Is it comparable to a production of the stage? In some ways, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. It's more fragmented. You're not kind of stage. You get the benefit of being able to kind of like all come together into this one singular moment of a performance, because film is done the way it's done, where everything's fractured and broken. And it's a production, so you're doing a performance for a little bit. You're doing a performance for a little bit. You're doing a performance for a little bit, and you're constructing the world, around it. So you have to then set it up and light it, and all that. So you see like hours and hours and hours and hours of work goes into like 6 seconds of a performance that like, but it's interesting because everybody knows when you've like got it, when you've like captured that moment. And just imagine doing that over and over and over and over again. It's kind of almost an exercise in insanity. But for whatever reason, that just, I don't know why. So it's similar, but it's not exactly the same. And also, unless you're on like a really long traveling stage show, the time. I mean, usually on sets. You're on sets for months, and you're doing it 14 to 16 hours a day. It's not like you go do a show in the evening and then you have rehearsals during the week. You are doing it usually 5 to 6 days a week for 14 to 16 hours. Hey, kids are asleep. Welcome in. We're actually just about to start our first sprint. Once the ads are over, we will drop on in. Thank you, Opera Soria, for running the ads. And then we will dive on in. I'm very sad I won't be doing writing, at least for the first. You need to write, so woo. Good. I'm glad you need to. It's funny. I am actually doing edits, corporate edits, for the first few streams because I am 100% behind in my work right now. So I'm going to be editing on another computer while we run sprints, and hopefully by the time we get to the last sprint, I can actually work on the script. We'll see. We will see. I'm so behind sprinting towards our deadlines. Me too, kids are asleep. I feel like, I mean, it's been madness. And I know you were having a lot I mean, this was like 2 weeks ago, but last you popped in, it sounded like you were really, like, you had a lot going on. So, thankfully my body allows me to sit at my desk for extended period so I can resume ads on schedule. Yes, congrats to Opera Soria that, thank God, finally, Opera Soria is not dying. Well, we're all dying, but does not feel so terrible that functioning is not an agonizing moment. Why do we need to fight the corporate overlords? I'm on new meds. I got this. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're always fighting the corporate overlords, but unfortunately we gotta pay rent while we're fighting the corporate overlords. The lot is still going. Me too. Kids are asleep. Me too. It unfortunately is not giving up. It has the life being extra is not calming down, which is kind of, I needed to, like, quote unquote fucking chill for a little bit, please. Let's see here. Being able to sit up is a privilege. You don't realize how until you lose it. Ugh. Yeah. Mobility in general is like that. Oh, you could see the dinosaur piece when you can. See the dinosaur piece when you can. Oh, did you put a dinosaur thing in the Discord? I'll take a look. I'll take a look at that when I can. I walked into an executive officer's office, and on his wall was a flag that said, Any government, but we're any government, any government, but works for the government club. What? Wait, what? Oh, anti-government, but works for the government club. Oh, that's funny. I appreciate that. Got it. Anti-government. Got it. Sorry, I thought it was like they were trying to be clever, like do like a clever, but anti-government but works for the government's a good one. That's solid. Yeah. Hey man, sometimes it's like, you remember that guy that was like a pro-communist that had gone to like West Point, and he like took that picture with his thing, and everyone lost their goddamn minds. Buddy, what are you doing? All right, we got to start our sprints before we get too late, because work must be done. So we are gonna go ahead and do that while I understand what my child is screaming about. Bro cannot expect spelling with me today. I'm in the same boat. Pro is in professional. A pro for. Oh god. Oh, I see. Yes. Pro is in professional. That's how this works. Oh. Okay. Hi, bud. What are you doing, bud? What's going on? Okay. All right. Well, I will attend to whatever it is that is upsetting you. All right. All right, everybody. We are gonna go switch to Moody Tunes, and then we are gonna go ahead and start our sprint. All right. Yeah, that's right. He's yelling at bosses for me. I hope the anti-government folks are happy that our government is well. If that's the kind of anti-government they are, then yes, that is the unfortunate. That is the wrong kind of anti-government. Sadly, that is the corporatocracy type of anti-government, which is not anti-government. All right, happy writing, everybody. We'll see you on the other side, and away we go. There we go. Alrighty, everybody, that is the end of our first sprint. Let me bring the music down just a hair. We'll start our break timer. Welcome in. Next ad break starts in 7 minutes. Thank you so much, Opera Soria. The Trash Queen. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's exciting to have a fellow desert wild creature, or what we used to call desert rats, out there, because that was my life growing up. A lot of desert time. Protection, why not? Man, we would go out. I remember there was people that go looking for rattlesnakes. They go looking for constantly looking for scorpions. Like, actively seeking them out. Because, I don't know, they're sociopaths or something like that. I don't know if I've ever told the microwave story here about the creepy kid that, like, because he found out I was scared of scorpions, so I don't know if he thought it'd make me feel better, but he went and captured a bunch of them and then put them in the microwave. It was traumatizing. Traumatizing for me. But, it's definitely worse for the scorpions. But yeah, like, that was like a weird, there was like a weird thing. There's definitely a lot of mountain lions, but if you go up to like superstitions and all that, you know, although it's pretty like chill now, I feel like. Maybe not. I have not hiked in Arizona since I was in high school. It has been a long time, but I feel like the superstition, anything post Scottsdale or up there, like Superstition Springs, all that stuff has kind of mellowed out. But I, both in Boy Scouts, had to do a lot of desert camping in very questionable situations with mountain lions. And my honors biology class senior year, we had to learn a whole thing. Crazy Stories Adventures. Nell, man, I actually, Nell, until you used that, I completely forgot that I had that. I love that. Thank you for reminding me, Nell. But yeah, Crazy Stories, yeah. That was, so my honors advanced like biology teacher senior year, there was a lot of like anthropology stuff we were doing, so about like making weapons, like essentially like early human type stuff, and also like survivability, like going out into the desert and surviving and all that. And essentially you either took a test for your final, or you would go out for 48 hours into the desert and survive with like nothing but like a survival thing around your neck, like with just, you know, things. So anyway, we had to go do that. We had to go survive for 48 hours, and there was like mountain lions, scorpions. I remember this kid, I don't know how he did this, but I don't know if he like jumped in. He like fell face first into a jumping cactus. And like our biology teacher would just come around on a horse and be like, yeah, I gotta go pick him up now, but I'll come check on you in a bit. Like, it was insane. Anyway. But yeah, anyway, that's right. The time I camped out in the Arizona desert for 48 hours with nothing. Had to like learn how to collect water and all that kind of crap. Water, you didn't eat. You had like a small amount of food. Very small amount of food. You know, if you squint, Wiley has a passing resemblance to Ian McGregor in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Hell yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. Ian McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi kicks ass. I will absolutely take that. Hell yeah. I can't sing and dance the way that Ian McGregor can, though. Like, that man is a gift to mankind. There's so much desert time biking. Biking in the desert is a lot of fun. The kids are asleep. I did a lot of biking in the desert. I did dirt bike riding and like pedal biking, as well as like, you know, I guess BMX growing up. I don't know if semi-rural Utah counts as desert, but when the rains hit near it would stink of shrimp. Shrimp. That's interesting. I mean, you get weird smells in deserts after rain, usually because the water, you know, you get the floods and then the water kind of doesn't get absorbed into the ground very well. We used to have scorpions fall from the rafters of our garage when I was in high school, so that was fun. Moon runes, that's fucking horrifying. That is terrifying. That's nightmare fuel for me, man. I grew up, God, I remember walking into the bathroom one night and there was just this scorpion on the back of like the back of the toilet, and it just sat there like tail up, and I just remember I screamed and grabbed my brother's shaving cream and like sprayed it. And all I remember is it whipping its tail to get out of the cream. It would just... It was straight up like alien shit. And I like just totally like scared the shit out of me. Oh god, I remember one time there was a scorpion on the door and I couldn't get home, like, into my house because, like, all the other doors were locked. My mom would leave the back door unlocked so I could get in. And that door had a scorpion on it. I just remember sitting outside till my mom got home from... I was, like, out there for, like, 4 hours. Just sitting there, being like, I'm not going inside. If that scorpion's there, I'm not going there. So, yeah, I had some run-ins with scorpions. I definitely did not have them falling from the rafters. That's terrifying. I almost got lost in Antelope Valley, but we figured out... Oh, okay, yeah, Antelope Valley. That's where you were, yeah. Antelope Valley. That's actually pretty nice, though. It's a nice area. But definitely, you know, we're not too far from Antelope Island, where small population... small population buffalo. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Nell. And Antelope Island is unfortunately shaped. Yep. Sometimes that happens. The shrimp is because of the brine shrimp. Oh, gotcha. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize there was brine shrimp there. That makes sense, though. Growing up, we would just sometimes wake up with scorpions or rattlers just in the hallway. Yeah, I had a few run-ins. I've had more run-ins with rattlers out here in LA than I ever had in Arizona. Diamondbacks were always, like, way out in the desert. Like, you really had to go looking. Like, you had to go looking for rattlesnakes. LA, different story. Absolutely different story. What did you think of shaving cream was going to do? I don't know. It was like, dude, you're half asleep. I'm a child. I mean, I'm panicking. I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was going to do. I wasn't thinking. I was panicking. Well, let me do this really quick. Okay. Fun fact, scorpions are repulsed by cedar and lemon scents. Yeah, and will be killed by diatomaceous earth. Yeah, that's true. If it dehydrates them bad, yeah. It's actually why, even though there's not really any scorpions out here in LA, we actually use that for ants. So I definitely don't worry too much about scorpions out here. Sea spiders are fine. This is bad. I have spider bros, man. The spiders hang out on my plants and at the windows. I protect my spiders. My spiders are good boys. They're not and scorpions honestly are like not bad creatures. They just scare the shit out of me. They just want to be, most of the time they just want to be left alone. Although aggressive scorpions do exist. That whole like thing. I've actually never met an aggressive rattlesnake in my life, but I have definitely met an aggressive scorpion. The poppies should be out by now in Antelope Valley. Yeah. Yeah, it's spring. It's about... I think that would make sense. Yep. Thank you, Aprosoria. I did not see a single snake hiding in the southwest, and we were all over. They were there, Cryptid. They were there. But that's the thing about snakes, particularly rattlesnakes, is rattlesnakes are really, really, really... They're very isolated. They do not want to be around where anyone can see them ever. They're very solitary. It's actually why they get a bad rap just because, you know, accidental circumstances and people aren't paying attention. But like they're really, really, they're very chill. They're very chill, unless they're hunting, and they're not going to be hunting you. But they were there. They were definitely there, Cryptid. You just didn't see them. I think I could handle living in the desert, but I would probably get too close to the rattlers to admire them early on. And that's actually, if you like that, Nell, that's very easy. Just go hiking. If you go hiking right around the time they start waking up from hibernation, that's a great time because that's actually the time where they'll be on trails. Because what they'll do is they'll sun themselves. So if you go hike, and they're sunning themselves on a trail, they're usually very slow and sleepy. And if you just sit there and watch them, because they'll take a sec. I mean, you'll wake them up because they'll feel you walking. But that's actually what you're supposed to do when you encounter them on a trail. Is you just stand there, maybe like stomp on the ground a little bit, like far away from them, and they'll like kind of wake up and look at you and then slowly move off the trail. But you can definitely do some snake watching. They're very cool. That's what we used to do up in when I would go hike up by where the Eaton fires were. I used to go hike up there, and anytime we would catch a rattlesnake, that's what we would do. We just wait for them to wake up and kind of like look, watch them because they're very pretty. Um, let's see. Thank you, Opresoria. Let's see. I saw a picture of snakes hiding on a tree, and there were so many, and they were so camouflaged. So I can definitely tell. I have a story about my major encounter with a rattlesnake in California. Like, grew up in Arizona, never had an issue with snakes, ever. Never had a problem with them. Saw them, they're doing their thing, but I've had some close calls out here in California because they hide in bushes and they hide at arm height. Usually while you're walking. And because they like to sun themselves in the bushes. They'll intertwine themselves into a bush or into a tree. And yeah, you will not see them. One time I was in high school, my mom was cleaning a shirt in a bucket outside for some reason, and she shook it out and a ball rolled out when it popped open. It was a scorpion, and we screamed and booked it inside. Exactly, Moon Runes. Yep. That's the thing, is like they're terrified. They terrify me. Yeah. So it's the one thing, like, I don't get weird about bugs. I will go say I don't get weird about cockroaches. They don't, other than them just being gross. Like, I don't care. But scorpions will make me squeal and run, and I don't want anything to do with them. And they're usually pretty chill, but yeah, it's because they do stuff like that. They'll roll. I've been charged by a scorpion. It's just horrifying. I'm sure they were wildlife because we just somehow avoided them. We did Zion, Bryce, Antelope, and Grand Canyon South Rim. The South Rim is awesome. I'm glad you got to do the South Rim. Depending on where you go on the South Rim, it's very pretty. We took like 10 minutes of concerted effort to find the hidden snakes. Yeah, that's what they're like. They are like that. The only problem I have with nature is bees. I do not like it when they're all up in my business. Oh, I like my bees, but they can be like all up in your business. But I do like my bees. I've only been stung once by bees, but I do love my bees. But yes, they can be, you kind of gotta watch them. You gotta watch what you're doing when bees are around. The other problem I have with nature, I think in July during the week of rain, so we jump in the waterfall. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That sounds like fun, Cryptid. Hell yeah. I don't hate them, but I do avoid them. Yeah, makes sense. The only animal encounter I've had so far has been the lynx one I had at dusk. I mean, that's cool, though. That's rad. That sounds really cool, Nell. You got to encounter a lynx? Hell yeah. It was June 2006. Yeah, I know that. I had my I mean, we have raccoon bros here that like steal people's garbage, and I just watch them from my balcony, and they're my friends. I have 2 skunks. They're my skunk buds. You gotta watch. They know me because I used to walk around at night a lot around here. So I like to think that the only reason I haven't been got by them yet is because they know me, because I've had some close calls with those skunks where they're rummaging around in the dumpster, and I'm close to them, and usually they'll give me a nice hiss. Oh, dinner time! Go enjoy dinner time. Lurk away. But no, I remember I ended up brushing my hand against I think it was something like, it definitely was like a 6.5 foot diamondback. Like, it was a rattle, and it was a big one. And I think, it was very clear we scared the living shit out of each other, because what happened was I was coming around a corner on a trail, and this was up in Burbank, at one of the mountains up in north of Burbank, and I tripped and kind of like hit the bush, and usually the bushes are like pretty stiff, so I kind of braced myself against the bush, and I literally put my hand into a sleeping, sunning, giant fucking rattlesnake. And it was very clear that he was sleeping. And just kind of doing it because I felt the snake skin, and, like, obviously, like, jumped away from the bush. And I remember him like he didn't even start using his rattler until we had already walked away, or I had already moved away from the bush. But he definitely like arced his head and looked at me. And it was definitely like the oh shit moment. Uh, but that was the closest I've ever come. That definitely scared the shit out of me. That's my California rattlesnake story. South Rim was stunning. I appreciate the lack of guardrails. If you fall, you fall. Respect. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of the canyons like that. I used to, um, I used to, there was a period where we would take donkeys down and go camp down. You take, usually it takes like 3-4 days to get to the bottom of the canyon, and you get like pack donkeys and ride it down and all that kind of stuff. Um, and yeah, there's no railing. It's you get some cliffs, and there's you just fall off if you're not careful, which is definitely a little more nerve wracking when you're on the back when you're a little kid and on the back of like a donkey that's kind of like waddling. um, I heard Zion's good to see mountain lions. It is very much so. I did not see them, but we did see deer. Yep, it came right up to us under one of the falls. That is like fantasy inducing. That's amazing. I didn't get to do the full walkthrough of the river because of those fires. Oh yeah, yeah. Back when I was dating my then girlfriend, I went to Utah twice. It was nice, but all we saw was around. Oh, Ajin. Okay, yeah. Bryce is incredible though. Go for the a lot of gorgeous ravens out there. Yep. All right, stand up and move. All right, I'm gonna stand up, stretch. Everybody stand up and stretch. But we're gonna dive into our second sprint. I have talked enough about all the goodies, but let us get to work. Happy riding, everybody, and we'll catch you on the other side. And away we go. And hydrate. Hydrate and stand up. Hi, buddy.
up, bud? What? 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 You're fine. You're fine. Mm.
Alrighty, everybody, this is the end of that sprint. Let me just go ahead and bring this down. Ba-bam. We'll start the down timer. Hopefully you're able to get words done. I kinda, sorta have been able to get things done. Somewhat. Will there be just one more? There's just one more, Opera. One more. I was going to try to get some writing done, but I think I'm gonna have to be doing the corporate. Okay. Hello. Hi. What? What has got you all upset? Yeah. Uh-huh. You just got food. It probably was not to his liking. Let's see here. I read some. Maybe I'll start this next chapter. Hell yeah. There you go. That's good. Reading is progress. Reading is definitely progress. I have like way too many things that I need to be reading right now. So I feel like I'm bouncing between like 5 books. Aang says you should write, and I think you should listen to him. That's true, yeah. Hey, kids are asleep. Congrats, you ate food. Hell yeah. Food is good. That is what I will be doing right after I finish stream, is I will be eating. Yeah, I know. I feel like, yeah, I want to get writing done, but the problem is I have to have this stuff, I have to have these things built for tomorrow, for a meeting tomorrow morning, and how far I get on that determines how early I have to wake up tomorrow before my meeting. Like, if they're mostly done, that means I get to sleep in. But if they're not done, then I have to get up obscenely early and finish them before the meeting. is essentially the calculus that is occurring in my brain right now. Oh, I just reread the past scene to try to figure out how to open up this chapter. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So yeah, because I hate myself and decided on a multi-POV chapter structure. I like multi-POV. I mean, I get it. I understand what you mean by that, but I like multi-POV chapter structure. I think that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but I do understand why it can make things very tricky. You have added a layer of complexity in the design, in the structured design. But if anything, your ability to navigate that and refine that will be a strength. Fun to read, but to write, yeah, exactly. It's rough to write, but it will sort of. I like to think that it would allow for your ability, like, the more you do it, it's always going to be more difficult, but you'll become more at home in being able to, like, kind of navigate and finding the flow between the POVs within the structure of the chapter layout. I just feel like it's hard, but I feel like it exactly, tone shifting and voice control exactly. Yeah, that's hard. That's not an easy thing to do. We have a similar thing. It's definitely not POV. It's perspective in cinema, and lots of times you are generally operating from a very specific perspective in any given scene and any given, or sometimes even the entire narrative, the entire film itself, it operates from a perspective, and that will affect your lensing. Pretty much everything from lensing to editing and how you're structuring your scenes visually and blocking them to kind of make sure that the sort of question answer elements are all lining up to the proper character that the audience is then like experiencing the story through. It's similar to POV. It's just I assume it's called perspective because of lens, because lenses you change your focal length on a lens. You go from like a 30mm lens to a 50mm lens. It changes the perspective of the image, so they call it perspective. But it's functionally point of view. And that's doing that. And some people are very good at being able to navigate interscene perspective shifts through character that is very difficult to do, and be able to manage that with tone is very hard. um Being able to being able to juggle tone, any sort of like, usually comedy, or if you are going to be juggling tone, you almost require a perspective shift to justify what you're trying to do, and a lot of directors cannot do that, or do that well. It is a thing I actually include myself in, because I have tried to do that numerous times, particularly when I was directing YouTube videos for like very like YouTube content stuff, which has a lot of, that's kind of actually the foundational grammar of YouTube videos, or like YouTube humor videos. The visual language of it relies on your ability to do that, and I struggled with that very heavily. Like, that is very, very, very difficult to do. Um, um, yeah, that's exactly. We're in about four different characters with a few one-offs here and there. It might be the book that breaks me. That's really complicated. That's a lot. You've got a lot going on there, Cryptid. You've definitely built a tall. You've built a tall tower that you're gonna have to climb. That's rough. Well, we'll find out if I do or don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we will find out. Child run off. He probably went to go eat. All right. Ugh. That's fine. I guess I'll do corporate work for the last sprint of the eve. Ugh. But I'm not gonna be happy about it. I am not gonna be happy about it. Um. That's rough work-wise, but if you stay up too late tonight, that'll still hurt. Yeah, that's why I'm working on the. That's why I'm just gonna do my edits here. Thank you, Opresoria. We got ads rolling, everybody, and then after ads, we'll dive into the last sprint of the day. Oh, oh, you got shit to say? Oh, what's up? Oh, hey, sweet boy. Hi. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting for Shmoo soon, because he's about ready. He's gonna have to go to the vet soon. So, and he's generally been the healthy one, so he's only had to go. I think he had to go to the ER once. But it is time. You're an old man. You gotta go make sure that you're not. You're also losing weight, but that's actually good for you. But I gotta make sure it's not for bad reasons. That's okay. You can grumble the whole way through. I'm gonna be grumbling the whole way through. Thank you, Cryptid. Not happy about it. I'm like right at the end of the opening act, like right before the first big like murder scene takes place before we move into the second act type stuff. Um, so I'm like right on the cusp of where things really start moving. And I really want to have a draft of the script done by the end of the month. So we'll see. We will see. We'll see. It depends how bad the corporate stuff is, I guess. Oh nope, we've moved. Oh nope, we moved over there. We've moved to the couch. All right, where am I at? Water wise. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go restock on water. Stand, stretch, get water. Live the dream. It's gonna be so good when you get there. Thank you, Cryptid. We hope so. That's the hope. All right, I'm gonna go get stuff to hydrate with, and then we will meet back here, and we will get the words done. All right, be right back.
Oh, what? Yeah. What? Come on. Come on.
Okay, all right. I think ads are over. Perfect. All right, everybody. It's gonna be the last sprint of the evening. As we dive on in, hopefully you are all able to get your words done or your reading done, whatever it is you got to get done. And thanks for hanging out. It means a lot. It means a lot. It's been a rough couple weeks for me, so I appreciate and love that you're all here and we can hang out and get words done. So thanks for that, and we will get it rolling. Happy writing, everybody, and we will catch you on the other side. And away we go.
This is a template for audio only. This is a template for interviews and translations with a stimulus. Perfect for UX research.
And this is where
Research.
And this is where respondents' captions will go, to better distinguish between the two.
right, everybody. That is the end of that sprint today. Oh. All right. All right. We made it. We made it. And just then, I mostly finished all of the corporate work. So, as bummed as I was to have to do that and not get any writing done, I did, for the most part, get my corporate stuff done. So, feeling better about that. All right, everybody. That is the end of the stream. Thank you all for showing up and hanging out. It was great to see everybody. Did you appease the corporate overlords? Are free for the evening? I mean, for the most part. I'm free enough that I can make dinner and hang out and can go to sleep on time. So that kind of free, which is nice. Yep, work is work. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will catch you all. Stream should be good to go for Saturday. Oh God. There we go. Stream should be good for Saturday at 2. And then hopefully we'll be back to a somewhat regular schedule next week. So I will just keep everybody updated in the Discord, so keep an eye out. And if you're not on the Discord, then yeah, usually it's 3 p.m. weekdays. So if you see me pop up, I'll be there. Of course, you did get a touch of writing done. Hell yeah, Cryptid. Good. Maybe I'll get this book in hand yet. I have faith. I think you will, Cryptid. Don't sweat it. I'm sure you will. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sign off and tell you all that I love you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And kiss your furry babes for me. They are precious. All right, everybody. Love y'all. Take care. And we will catch you next time. Once I can figure out how technology works. All right. Take care, everybody. And we'll see you next time.